the 7th question, advice to foreign students about etiquettes and norms. This is a very nice question. This is a very
Etiquettes
important
and norms,
question.
okay. I think the first one I would say is like not burping.
Yeah, we
and
still have fights about
yeah,
this.
and not eating with the mouth open, because even though like it is also something that you say in India, but we don't take it very seriously. Like
Yeah.
they say, like, you know, eat with your mouth closed. Yes, in India too. It is. They say it.
You used to be so bad in the starting. I used to tell him, please reassure. You could
And
see everything. I used to beg
I don't know.
him
I
not
rather
to
find
eat
it to
like
be
that.
honest very stupid. Like it's just food. And
No.
of course it's in my mouth, and when
Yeah,
I'm
but
speaking,
what
then
is the problem? You don't speak while you eat, while you're chewing. You don't open your mouth.
so
while
many
you're
times you
chewing.
actually have
You-
to speak.
Yeah, but in
when you're
Germany, you will excuse yourself, then you finish chewing, and then you talk, even if it's awkward, like that pause where you chew. I think
That's like get chew, like, get it done really quick.
that's why I think Germans also eat faster than Indians, but
I walk faster,
Yeah.
talk
I
faster,
prefer
eat
that.
faster.
and also making noises while drinking tea or drinking soup. Like you don't do these noises here.
Lina, Russians do it too, and very gladly.
We are in Germany.
Yeah.
Russians don't matter.
Alright.
Yeah, so that is number 1. Then number 2, just, yeah, I think anywhere, if you see an old person or something, then you give him the space. Then what else?
Yeah, but one guy was just making a joke that an old grandma wanted to sit down right next to him, and then
she asked him, can I sit next to you? And he said no, and he was like, joke, but this grandma obviously didn't understand, and he just
he said no, and then now she was like, no, I'm just joking, but the grandma, like, she's still wet. And I'm like, man, like, that is definitely not a joke.
Kinda
Very common sense.
Kinda
Offer your places to the elderly, definitely. And
Yeah.
even though like you would see like some Germans like don't follow it either, that is like super stupid. But I think like this is also a very general thing that we have in India. Like in India, it's so common that, you know, we give seats to the elderly or to a woman or something. So that is fine. Like that is
Yeah,
something you will
and-
learn, but it's just the part of like remembering it. Even though you might have heard it, you might have done it in India, but it's like this change of places. You have to remember those like.
And one
basic
important
things.
thing which I just remembered, if there is, for example, a camera team or some accident or something happens outside which is not normal, don't stand and watch, don't record. This like watching, I think many times in like you see some YouTube videos and Indians are like looking in the
I
camera.
don't think
and
it's just about Indians. I think many people do it. I recently saw a YouTube video where like some Polish people, like there was an accident on the autobahn. Some Polish drivers, they went out and they were taking photographs or something, and the policeman like brought them to the side, and they were like, you want to see the body parts
but
too?
we know of 2 cultures here, German culture and Indian culture, and I'm just saying what I have commonly seen in India, this staring.
I think
Don't tell me that Indians don't stare.
what I'm saying is we are talking about the etiquettes that
Yeah.
are prevalent in Germany, so like we don't necessarily have to target Indians.
Yeah, but we have an Indian audience.
We will
Yeah.
cut this part.
Anyways, what else?
What else? I think
Yeah.
the plate and like the knife and the fork has to be on one side after eating together.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
in general eat with fork and knife, because I work with Indians and they always eat everything with spoon, and I just tell them, like, they tell me, how can you eat rice with like fork or
No, I
this,
think
that
like
with fork?
in private at your home, do whatever you want, man. Like run
Yeah.
around naked or like, you know, eat with your pants on, whatever you want. Nobody cares. But I think like these are just some small things that we have to get used
And
to
then what are
in
more?
social situations.
Etiquettes.
What else? Oh man, super important. Like be punctual. I don't know if it's like an etiquette or what it is,
Be very
but like
punctual.
definitely, man.
I would even say be early.
I get embarrassed every single time I was in the university, and the English short programs in TUHH, like most of the times 80% of the students are Indian, and whenever I would have any kind of English short program, there would always be Indians who are coming late. And I'm like, you know, because I'm so scared or like nervous that I don't want to be late, I don't want to disrespect somebody's time, that the professor who has so many years of experience, that he's taking his time out to give me a lecture, I do not want to be late there at all. This is the reason, like, sometimes I used to be early, like even like 30 minutes or like 15 minutes or something, and that is super important. And like, this is the single biggest problem that I can like confidently say that, you know, many Indians have. And if you're coming to Germany, like, try to be punctual. But I also think that most of you who are watching this video, you know, like, you're already so serious about like coming to Germany, and that's why you're doing this research. So maybe that wouldn't even be a problem for you. But the people who are not like caring about it, or like whom you see who are getting late, just like tell them once that, you know, it doesn't look nice if you're coming late to the class or something.
Yeah, you don't do that in Germany because
absolutely not.
Because
never.
We learn this in school, we learn this in kindergarten, we learn this in every stage of our life, that in Germany you have to be at least 5 minutes early. That is the normal thing to do. And I think Germany is worldwide known to be very punctual, and that is very like culture trait in Germany, that you have to be punctual.
Yeah.
So
I think for the starting, like, these kind of like,
I think we can get more and more into it, but then I really have to think about it.
Make a list or
Maybe
something.
we will do a separate video, because I think it's a very, very important topic, and which also many people don't know, because where can you find out? I mean, of course there must be some articles out there, but still.
Super important question. Now, like, where can you find out about the culture? Like, that is very important to understand, and this is the reason I took that training. I took the intercultural awareness and theory training, and there, like, I was asking the professor the same question. I was like, you know, like, Professor Rutloff, how do you exactly find out like what the general norms or values of a culture is? And he was like, by talking to people, by learning more, by watching movies or something, by watching series, like these kind of things like kinda put you closer to like what you have to, like, you know, how you have to behave in a specific culture. But I think still the most I think the best way is going to be to actually take a proper training which is focused towards your particular culture and the target culture.
Yeah, and one thing I just want to give Indians a message who come to Germany, just even let's say you don't want to interact with German people or you're shy or whatever, but still keep an eye out for your surroundings, what the locals do, how they behave, and that's how you will learn.
Yeah.
And just don't be like, oh, I'm with my Indian friends, I don't care. No, just like keep an eye open. You can be with your Indian friends, but just like have a look of the culture and how people behave here. Later on, when you start a job, it's very, 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 very important.
Yeah, you don't want to be the only person like sitting alone and eating alone on the table. Like, it's absolutely fine if you want to, but it shouldn't be that, you know, just because you're not able to adjust, even if you want to, that's why you have to do that. You should always be able to like put different kinds of like cloaks on. So like maybe you're in a social situation, you should just like flip the switch and you should be able to like, you know, interact with people. That is like how it is with me when I'm in any kind of like big meeting or something, or in a conference, and it's like you flip a switch. And otherwise, if I'm at home or like if I'm somewhere else, like I just don't want to talk to people. So like this is super important that you see like what kind of scenario you are in, and that you're able to like just really adjust yourself accordingly, because that is pretty much the only way you can ensure that you're making the best out of that possible situation.
Yes. Thanks. That's it?
That is?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks a lot for watching the video.
Yes.
And it was a long video, definitely. If you learned something, if you gained some like key takeaways from this video, please mention them in the comment section, and we would be super curious to know what they are.
And yeah, we just, that is our mission, to show you the German culture, to show you how important German is. You want to live here, you want to build your life here, so lifestyle, German language is essential.
Yeah.
So that is our mission, and I think many other people don't teach that.
Yeah. And anyways, I mean, it's super nice if you're like able to take care of the lifestyle part and the language part. opportunities are just endless.
Yeah, and we will definitely have more of these videos, because for me this is very important and you should feel like this is important
Yeah.
for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and check out my Facebook group, Bharat in Germany Facebook group. We have a lot of like interesting discussions going on there. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video.
That's very important.
Yeah, bye bye.
1 second.